like it's like a big problem, not just in Southeast Asia, just like Asia in general. Like if you don't think like them, you get put into a re-education camp and they brainwash you.
Well, at least with Japan, China, and like South Korea, they're very innovative with their technology. At least, so.
And it wasn't even like back then in South Korea too. Like back in the day, there was like in like the 60s and 70s, there were these like anti-communist like massacres because they were trying to root out communists, and like 15,000 people were killed. People were put in like re-education camps, and like South Korea for the longest time was just as mean as like North Korea, but just not as communist.
Just not as communist, man.
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
And like China nowadays, they're putting like if you're not like proper Chinese, like Han Chinese, there's China proper, and then there's outer China.
Yeah,
outer China is like Mongolia, Manchuria, Xinjiang province, Tibet, and those are the guys.
Nepal too?
Yeah, like Nepal. I don't know if Nepal is its own country, but
yeah, so is Mongolia, but
it's Mongolia. Okay, well, outer Mongolia. Excuse me. Like
I was like, what?
Yeah, and
so they had the whole fucking Great Wall of China.
Yeah, it's called Great Wall of China. Excuse me, I'm Asian. I should know this stuff. My fault.
You could.
Yeah, they put them in like basically if they really
I'll still fucking go.
Yeah,
like, dude, it's a very innovative, creative, beautiful architecture, and they fucking kill everything. They were built. If they were building bridges here, all our bridges would be fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
And it already built the fucking railroad, so.
And you would think the government of Indonesia would be more tolerant because, like, Muslims have faced, like, their fair share of persecution in that region, too. Like, not just Muslims, but Christians. And, like, during the Boxer Rebellion, like, Christians were getting killed because they were adopting, like, foreign influence. Like, Islamic, like, Muslims are getting, like, sent to concentration camps right now, and, like, the Xinjiang province, because like it's towards Central Asia, and Central Asia is Muslim. Like the Rohingya Muslims are getting killed in Myanmar, and not just Muslims too, but and Christians too, but Buddhists too. Like Nurin Yem, how you say his name is Noah, because I know this because my mom's maiden name was Noah. NGO. Nurin Yem was like this anti-communist guy, and he was Catholic, so he was
interesting.
He was the first president of South Vietnam, and he was sending Buddhist monks to re-education camps. My grandpa was like a Buddhist monk at one point, and he was in the South Vietnam Navy, so he's betraying his own people basically.
Oh wow.
And the South Vietnamese army would go shoot up Buddhist temples.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they were just...
And Buddhists are fucking cool down there as fucking people, too.
Yeah, they're cool down there as people. And there was, like... And they were, like, just as bad, if not worse, than the Viet Cong, because, like, at least the Viet Cong were just, like, scrappy dudes in the jungle. These guys were professional military. And like, the monk that set himself on fire?
Who?
The monk that set himself on fire.
We talked about it for a little bit.
Yeah, he was doing that to protest the South Vietnamese government's persecution of Buddhists, and when the United States, the South Vietnamese government was a proxy of the United States government, and when that happened, the United States begged him to stop killing Buddhist monks, but Nguyen Diem refused, and I don't know if it was because they were ordered to assassinate him, or they did the volition.
Ordered to,
but probably.
If the United States wants you dead, they're gonna fucking find a way to do it. So
the United States,
for any Western civilization, they're gonna
any government wants you dead, they're gonna be like
they're gonna be Liam Neeson and Taken. They're gonna be like, I will find you, I will kill you.
Yeah, his general was assassinated, and that's what really that's when I feel like that's when they decided to go into Vietnam, because 1964 is when LBJ decided, hey, we need to beef up our military involvement in Vietnam, and they never officially declared war.
I know.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that was never declared war, but we definitely lost.
Yeah, so therefore...
there's a lot of fucking people for the non-declared war, man. That's why all the shit that's happening now with all these fucking conspiracy theories, all this, the JFK files, MLK files, Malcolm X, all these files that are out, it's I'm great. I'm happy that it's finally out. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's just disproving the fact that we could trust our government. So
yeah, and the reason why they wanted to go into Laos. Sorry, Southeast Asia is because there was this drug trade in Laos, Thailand, Burma.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and so what they did was and Burma's its own
Didn't
story.
they have like a movie with like Tom Cruise about this, like the drug trade and like all that shit?
Tropic Thunder.
No. I'm trying to remember that movie.
I remember Tom Cruise was in this movie called Born on the 4th of July with it's an Oliver Stone joint. It was like Oliver Stone's Vietnam trilogy, but the reason but they just wanted to do the drug trade in Laos, and the most bombed country in the world is not Gaza. It's not Ukraine, it's not Germany, it's not Japan, not Iraq, not Afghanistan, not Yugoslavia, not Libya, not Yemen. It's Laos. And all they did was bomb Laos because that's where the Ho Chi Minh Trail was. And that caused and Laos are just dudes in the jungle. It's half the country is uninhabitable. It's mostly mountains. That's where the Hmong people live. If anyone's seen their trail.
My bad. That was my fault. No, it was Central America. My bad.
Central America?
Yeah. All right. It was a fucked up. He was recruited by the CSA to provide renaissance on the burgeoning communist threat in Central America. And then Medallion. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and
American Day, that's the name of the movie. But
and like I had a point. Where was I? We're talking about Tom Cruise, but sorry. No, Laos in the mountains, and that's what caused people to join the Khmer Rouge. That's what caused people to join the Pathet Lao. Like all these like
groups.
A lot of these U.S.-backed anti-communist groups were like really unreliable back in the day. I'm reading this thing about Laos, and they're saying that like people would abandon their posts to go to a party. Yeah, this Laotian like army, and like they were just like not reliable at all. And that's because they weren't trying to be reliable. They were trying to make money off of the situation. And I'm not saying it was just anti-communist people too, but it was communists as well. So like in the Central Highlands of Vietnam, there are these indigenous people. They're the Montagnards. They're like the Hmong people. If it's in Gran Torino, they were like the Cham people who are
Grand. Is that the one with Eastwood?
Eastwood, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also the Cham people who are Islamic, who are Muslims. There are like 800,000 of them in Vietnam, and the Viet Cong were persecuting them. So what they did was they founded this group called the Army of the Liberation of Oppressed People, something like that. It was called Furlo, Furlo, and they were fighting against the Viet Cong, and they would have like spotty, at best, kind of relations with South Vietnam and the U.S., but they all teamed up to fight the Viet Cong. I don't know what happened to them after the war ended. Probably not good stuff because it's they were communists, but the South Vietnam government, but there's so much like cases of this shit like in Southeast Asia and just Asia in general,